Hello folks, this is Saqib. In this tutorial, I'll show you how I created this AI generated advertisement for an Indian fragrance brand. Let's take a look.
Time's running out.
To create this video, I first wrote the script using ChatGPT. Then I generated images and video clips using TheFluxTrain, which provides access to many of the latest AI models for image and video generation. Finally, I stitched everything together in a video editor. Let's go through the process step by step. Start by going to ChatGPT and writing a rough outline of your story. It's important not to ask ChatGPT to invent a story entirely on its own, because the results are often generic. Instead, provide a clear idea of the narrative yourself. Be descriptive and keep the sequence chronological. Once you provide the outline, ask ChatGPT to expand it into short lines or beats that describe the flow of the story. After that, prompt ChatGPT to extract all the characters and all the visual elements that need to remain consistent throughout the video. For each of these elements, generate a clear description. This will give you a structured list of characters, props, and objects that must stay visually consistent across scenes. Once you have the story and the descriptions of all consistent elements, the next step is to generate these elements on a white background. For this, we will use NanoBanana 2 on the TheFluxTrain. This feature requires a paid plan. Go to Image from Text in the TheFluxTrain and paste the description of the element. The model will generate the image. For human characters, it is a good idea to generate multiple angles, such as a close-up or slightly different viewpoints. Do this one by one for all characters and important objects. For scenes and environments, avoid generating them on a white background because they tend to look artificial or cartoonish. Instead, modify the prompt and generate them directly as location images, describing the environment in detail. Now it's time to create the storyboard or the keyframes for your video. First, identify the key shots in your story. If you want help, you can ask ChatGPT to suggest key shots based on your story beats. Using NanoBanana 2, combine the reference images of your characters and elements to create the keyframes for each scene. These keyframes will later be used to guide the video generation. Don't worry about making this step perfect. Often, while generating videos, you may realize that certain shots are missing or some keyframes are not suitable. It's normal to come back and improve them later. However, one important thing is to ensure that these keyframes are high quality, because the quality of your generated videos will heavily depend on them. Once you are satisfied with the keyframes, move to the video generation pipeline. There are several models available for generating videos. The ones I use most often are Veo 3 and Kling 3.0. For this tutorial, we will use Kling 3.0. Go to the multi-shot video generation tool. Set your start frame and reference images, and write a prompt that describes the action happening in the scene. Within a few minutes, the model will generate the video. Repeat this process for all the shots in your storyboard until you have all the required clips. Some scenes can be more difficult to generate and may require additional reference images or elements. I will create a separate tutorial explaining how to handle those cases. Once you have generated all the clips, you can move to the final step. In the final step, bring all the generated clips into a video editor such as Adobe After Effects, VN, or any editor you prefer. Arrange the clips according to the story sequence, then generate the voiceover using a tool like ElevenLabs and add background music. Finally, combine everything together to produce the finished advertisement. And that's it. I hope this tutorial helps you create your own AI-generated ads. If you found this useful, please like the video, share it with someone who might benefit from it, and don't forget to follow the channel for more tutorials like this.